Beneath the waves, where light fades and shadows grow, a secret power is waiting. A power older than Seabrook, older than zombies, werewolves, or even aliens, and Addison. She is the only one who can unlock it. The sound of water rushing grows louder, mixed with a haunting echo of a mermaid's song. The camera pans across a stormy ocean, glowing faintly under the moonlight. A flash of Addison appears on screen, her face filled with doubt. As she hears something no one else can, the screen fades in from black. Waves crash against sharp rocks lit by a pale blue moon. The sound is almost too quiet at first, then grows louder, as if the ocean itself is calling. A soft, ghostly melody drifts through the air, an ancient song. Coming from somewhere deep below the water, Addison stands at the edge of the shore, her white hair glowing under the moonlight. Her eyes are filled with worry. She looks around, but the world behind her is quiet. The town of Seabrook sleeps peacefully. Zombies, werewolves, and aliens are all finally living together in harmony. But here, standing by the sea, Addison feels something no one else does. The narrator's voice breaks the silence. Peace has come to Seabrook. The battles are over, the monsters are united. But every light casts a shadow, and destiny is never finished. Suddenly, a bright shimmer flickers under the water. Addison gasps, stepping closer. The ocean glows with an unnatural light as though it is alive. She hears the voice again, stronger this time, whispering her name. Addison. The scene cuts quickly to dark underwater ruins. Giant stone pillars rise from the ocean floor, covered in glowing symbols. At the center, a trident pulses with a fierce blue light. The camera zooms in closer, and the narrator's voice grows deeper. Beyond the land of Seabrook lies a kingdom forgotten, a kingdom waiting for its queen. Addison takes a step back, clutching her chest. Zed's voice echoes in her memory. Whatever's out there, we face it together. But here, standing alone on the shore, Addison knows this call is meant for her, and her alone. The waves rise higher, splashing against the rocks, almost pulling her forward. The music swells. Addison closes her eyes, hearing the song more clearly. Now it's beautiful, but dangerous. A haunting tune that promises both power and loss. The scene cuts to black, leaving only the sound of rushing water and the whisper, "The ocean waits." Addison. The screen bursts to life with sunlight. Seabrook High is buzzing with energy. Bright banners hang across the courtyard, reading Unity Festival, celebrating all. Zombies, werewolves, and aliens laugh and dance together. The once divided town now feels like one big family. The colors are bold, the music cheerful, and the air filled with celebration. It looks like the perfect ending to years of struggle. Zed runs across the field, laughing with his teammates. He's still Seabrook's favorite zombie quarterback, carrying a football under one arm. His grin is as wide as ever as he shouts, "Addison, come on." Addison smiles, running up beside him. To anyone watching, she looks happy. But deep in her eyes, there's a flicker of distraction. Narrator. Seabrook has found peace. Monsters who were once enemies now stand side by side. But destiny has a way of breaking even the strongest peace. The scene cuts to Addison walking through the crowded festival. She waves at werewolves dancing near the stage, nods at a group of zombies painting banners, and shares a laugh with aliens floating decorations using their glowing tech. Everything is perfect. But then, like a ripple through her thoughts, she hears it again. A faint melody, soft but impossible to ignore. Her smile fades. The world around her dulls as the sound grows louder in her mind. She stops walking, looking toward the horizon. For a moment, the festival noise fades completely, replaced only by the ocean's call. The camera closes in on her face, conflicted, anxious, and curious. Cut to Bucky, standing on stage, holding a microphone. His voice is smug. "Welcome to Seabrook's Unity Festival, and of course you all know, without me, none of this would even be possible." The crowd groans, rolling their eyes. Addison laughs softly, but then freezes again as the song echoes. Narrator. Only she can hear it, a voice from the depths. A song written long before Seabrook was ever born. Later that night, Addison walks alone through the quiet streets. The town is glowing with lanterns and lights, but the celebration feels distant. She stops at the edge of the sea once again, staring at the restless waves. The sound of the mermaid song is clearer than ever now, weaving into her very thoughts. Her reflection in the water shimmers strangely. For a brief moment, she sees something different, her eyes glowing brighter, her skin marked with faint bioluminescent lines like patterns of the ocean. She gasps and steps back, her hand trembling. Zed approaches from behind, placing a hand on her shoulder. "Hey, you okay?" Addison forces a smile, shaking her head. "Yeah, just thinking." She doesn't dare tell him what she saw or what she heard. Not yet. Cut to a classroom scene the next day. Addison doodles absent-mindedly. In her notebook, instead of words or symbols, she's drawn swirls of waves and glowing tridents without realizing it. Her teacher asks her a question, but she doesn't hear it. The song is back, filling her head, pulling her away from reality. Bucky notices, raising an eyebrow. She's hiding something, and when Addison hides something, it always means trouble. His words are sharp, dripping with suspicion. Narrator. The call grows stronger. A call Addison cannot ignore, for within her lies a truth far greater than anyone imagined. That night, Addison dreams. The dream begins with her walking on the ocean floor, light glowing from her hair and skin. Around her, giant ruins rise, carved with glowing mermaid symbols. The trident waits at the center, glowing brighter and brighter as she nears it. Then she hears a voice gentle but commanding, "You are one of us." She jolts awake, gasping for air. Outside her window, the ocean roars louder than ever. The full moon shines above, casting silver light across the water. For the first time, Addison whispers the thought out loud, her voice trembling. "Am I a mermaid?" The scene cuts away to black, then flashes of the future appear, glowing scales on Addison's hands, strange ripples of energy spreading through Seabrook, and the silhouette of shadowy figures rising from the ocean. Narrator. Peace cannot last forever, and destiny cannot be denied. The music swells, blending the cheerful festival theme with the dark, haunting melody of the sea. The screen fades to crashing waves, building tension before the next chapter begins. The night. Sky above Seabrook is clear, stars stretching endlessly across the heavens, but the sound of the ocean is restless. Its waves pound against the shore as if warning of a storm that hasn't yet arrived. Addison stands at her bedroom window, unable to sleep. Her hair glows faintly in the moonlight, almost reflecting the same strange energy that has been haunting her dreams. She clutches her necklace, whispering to herself, "Why me? Why now?" Suddenly, her window rattles, and the room fills with a faint blue glow. Addison turns toward her mirror. For the first time, she doesn't see her usual reflection. Instead, her image flickers and shifts, her eyes shining like deep ocean water, her skin shimmering with patterns of bioluminescent scales. She stumbles backward, gasping, but the reflection doesn't vanish. It leans closer, whispering in a voice that isn't hers, "Come to us, Addison." Cut to the shoreline. Addison walks alone, barefoot across the wet sand. Each step she takes leaves behind glowing footprints, fading as the waves crash over them. The haunting melody of the mermaids grows louder, pulling her closer to the sea. She hesitates at the water's edge, her heart pounding. Then, suddenly out of the shadows, a figure rises, a mermaid. Her form is graceful, her eyes piercing, her tail glimmering in shades of sapphire and silver. She hovers just at the waterline, half hidden by the tide. Her voice echoes with power. "The ocean has waited. You are one of us." Addison stares. In shock, she tries to speak, but no words come out. The mermaid's voice grows stronger, carrying the weight of destiny. "You are the bridge. Without you, both our worlds will fall." The camera cuts sharply to Seabrook the next morning. Addison stumbles through school, pale and distracted. Zed notices immediately, walking beside her. "Addie, talk to me. What's going on?" She looks at him, tears forming in her eyes. "Zed, what if I don't belong here? What if I'm not who I thought I was?" Zed grips her hand tightly. "Then we'll figure it out, together, always." His words are strong, but in the distance, Bucky watches them carefully, his eyes narrow. A secret! I knew it, he mutters. The scene shifts again, this time deep beneath the ocean. The camera sweeps through ancient ruins glowing with blue. Fire. A massive throne sits empty, surrounded by statues of powerful mermaid warriors. At the center, a trident hums with energy, shaking the ocean floor with every pulse. The mermaid queen's voice echoes. She must choose the land or the sea. Back on land, strange things begin happening. Water floods the Seabrook Stadium, rising unnaturally high despite clear skies. Students panic as locker doors burst open with sprays of seawater. The wolves gather under the full moon, sensing danger. Willa snarls. This isn't nature. Something's coming. Aliens scan the sky but find nothing. Alan frowns. It's not from above, it's from below. The wolves and aliens exchange uneasy glances. Meanwhile, Addison returns to the shoreline, drawn by the voice again. This time, more mermaids rise from the water, dozens of them, surrounding her in a circle. Their eyes glow like the moon's reflection on the sea. The leader steps forward, her voice steady and commanding. Daughter of the deep, your blood is ours, your power is ours. The choice cannot wait. Addison shakes her head, her voice trembling. No, I can't just leave Seabrook. My friends, Zed. The mermaid's tone grows harsher. The land has been borrowed. The sea is forever. If you deny who you are, the waves will claim everything. The screen flashes with chaos. A vision of Seabrook drowning under massive waves. Wolves running through waterlogged forests, zombies clinging to rooftops. Aliens fleeing as their ships spark and crash into the sea. Addison collapses to her knees, clutching her head, the vision too much to bear. Narrator. The ocean does not wait, it takes. And if Addison does not choose her destiny, both worlds will pay the price. Zed's voice cuts through the chaos. Desperate and full of love. Addie, don't listen to them. You're more than a destiny, you're you. Addison opens her eyes, torn between two worlds. In one direction, Zed reaches out his hand. In the other, the mermaids wait with glowing eyes, the trident's power echoing in her veins. The screen fades to black, and the final words linger in silence. Every queen must choose, but not every kingdom can survive. Asterisk, the ocean is no longer quiet. Its waves slam against the docks, rising higher each day as if the sea itself is impatient. Storm clouds swirl above Seabrook, even though the weather should be clear. Strange lights shimmer under the surface, like beacons warning of what's to come. Addison stands at the edge of the boardwalk, her reflection fractured in the water. Her glowing hair flickers brighter than ever, pulsing in rhythm with the storm. Narrator. The call cannot be silenced. The ocean has chosen, and with that choice, peace begins to break. Cut to the Unity Festival, chaos exploding in the middle of celebration. Water gushes through the streets, flooding the colorful booths. Zombies scramble to protect decorations as their painted signs dissolve. Wolves growl, forming protective circles. Aliens hover above the crowd, their glowing eyes scanning for the source of the surge. Panic spreads, the joyful harmony of Seabrook. Torn apart, Bucky grabs a microphone, his voice sharp and accusing. I told you all. Strange things happen when Addison's around. First zombies, then werewolves, then aliens, now this. What's next? His words echo through the terrified crowd, planting seeds of doubt. The camera zooms in on Addison's face, stricken with guilt. The sea song echoes louder in her head, almost drowning out her own thoughts. Later that night, the mermaids rise again. This time, they do not hide in whispers. Dozens of them break the surface, their tails slicing through the waves like blades of light. Their leader speaks with a voice that shakes the shoreline. The time is ending. If she does not come with us, the land will be claimed. Addison steps back, but the water behind her begins to glow, pulling her closer. Zed rushes to her, side grabbing her hand. Addie, you don't have to do this. You belong here with us. The mermaid queen's eyes burn with fierce determination. You cannot fight the tide, land boy. She is ours. Suddenly the sea lashes out. A wall? of water surges toward the town, smashing into the Unity Festival grounds. Wolves howl in defiance, pushing against the current to shield their pack. Zombies form human chains, pulling citizens to safety. The aliens power up their tech, creating glowing barriers of energy to hold back the waves. But it's not enough. The ocean keeps rising. Narrator. When destiny awakens, no wall, no force, no power can stop it. The camera flashes between quick, chaotic scenes, Addison gasping as glowing marks spread across her arms like living veins of light. Zed clinging to her, shouting, "Fight it, Addie!" Willa snarling at the mermaids. "If you want her, you'll have to get through us." The trident deep beneath the ocean shaking so violently it splits the ruins around it. Back at the shoreline, Addison collapses to her knees, overwhelmed. Her hands glow brighter, sparks of ocean blue energy lashing out around her. A single wave slams down, knocking Bucky to the ground. He stares up at her, terrified. She's one of them. The words echo like poison through the crowd. The screen cuts to the Mermaid Queen, her expression fierce but not unkind. "Daughter of the deep, you are the key. If you embrace your true self, the ocean will calm. But if you deny it, both land and sea will drown." Addison trembles, looking between Zed and the mermaids. Her voice cracks. "I don't want to lose my home. I don't want to lose him." Zed holds her tighter. "Then don't. You're Addison. You're more than their prophecy. More than my girlfriend. You. The storm grows stronger, lightning cracking across the sky. The waves rise higher, almost ready to swallow the town. Addison stands, her hair glowing brighter than ever, eyes blazing with light. For the first time, she doesn't step back. She steps forward, facing both the land and the sea. Narrator. A choice must be made. A destiny cannot be avoided. But destiny does not always come without sacrifice. The screen flashes. Wolves and mermaids clashing in the water, claws and tails colliding. Aliens raising their hands, sending beams of energy through the storm. Zombies holding the line, shouting to protect Seabrook. Addison, glowing so brightly that even the storm pauses for a heartbeat, then silence. The camera zooms on her face. Tears stream down, but her voice is steady. "If I don't choose, everyone loses." The scene fades to black. The haunting sound of the mermaid's song lingers in the background, layered with the pounding heartbeat of war drums. Narrator. This summer, the waves will rise. The battle will begin, and Addison's destiny will finally be revealed. The title flashes on screen. Zombies 5, 2026. Addison's Mermaid Destiny.